Okay, gang, aloha. We're here in the Typical Hawaiians recording studio, typicalhawaiians.com. I'm about to post this live on YouTube. How to change a speaker, aka driver, for a Mackie active subwoofer, Mackie SWA 1501. New speaker, aka called driver. Here, Mackie subwoofer. And okay, going on to part 2. Part 1 going on to part 2. So here's our Mackie speaker. Part 2. Do not take this off, this frame, unless you have a hard time taking this off. So I took that off in order to pull this open here, which is your front board, your front panel, to get into there to change that out. That'll be part 3. So let me screw these back in. We took these out here, these screws. As you can see, we have them here. And be careful that the washers are on here. See, there's a little washer there. If it comes off, make sure you have it on in replacement. Some of them came out, like this one here. So make sure you have the washer in when you replace this here. Going on to part 3. Part 2 going on to part 3. So moving on, part 3, take the face off the front panel here, your subwoofer, Mackie 1501. Then we are going to unscrew, as you can see this came off here. We are going to unscrew those around there, holding that speaker in, aka called driver. And we'll get that into part 2. Into part 4. Part 3, as we're here now, moving into part 4, we're going to get our Allen wrench. As you can see, we need to get that out, to swap that out from a blown one to a new one here. Going on to part 4. Okay, so part 4. This wire is for your the light. Power light on the Mackie subwoofer here, behind there. You'll see the connection there, so make sure you take that off before pulling out the face board by opening that front panel or reaching your hand inside slowly as you take that off to, and then when replacing, we'll put that back on and put the front panel back on. But we are here unscrewing the subwoofer, and you will need an Allen wrench size 3/16 Allen wrench. Part 4. Moving on to part 5, we'll be replacing that in there. See you soon. Okay, part 4. Before going into part 5, here is our wire here. See, the yellow one is red, and the one with the black and yellow is the black negative, which goes into the speaker. We took that out, and want to make sure we took the speaker out. Yes, the blown one. And we want to make sure, you see, as you can see, it's red, marked red, so that goes into the new speaker slash driver that we have. Goes into, that's the old one. I put it back in the box. We're gonna repair that one, but we have a new one here that we are going to replace. So the yellow goes in here. It simply you just push this down and it goes there in the puka, as we call the hole in Hawaiian. Puka means hole. Okay, so that's the oops, that's the yellow one, and then the black, of course, here goes into there, the black and yellow wire, which is the negative, and this is the positive. So yep, part 4. Moving on to part 5, we'll show you what's next. Pretty simple. All right, now we got the light on part 5. Moving on to part 5, after we got the new speaker slash driver subwoofer back in there, we are going to hook this wire to there on the front board, the face board. I was saying the face plate, but the face board goes into there. Then we will close that after that and screw these in and test run it. I would test run it before putting this on just in case, but I have I'm pretty sure this speaker is brand new. And then part 5 going on to part 6 will show us hooking it up and with the speaker replacement done deal and final cut. All right, subwoofer Mackie. As you can see, we are screwing in the face board for this Mackie SRM 1505. Make sure the washer is in there, the washer, before we give this test run of the speaker slash driver replacement for this sub. And yeah, so we get them all in there, make sure they're all nice and in there evenly. We have to make sure these are in nice and tight, because once this sub is working and on, it'll be bumping, and we don't want no vibration. We want it nice and tight, nice clean round sound that this bugger kicks off. And yeah, moving on to part 6 going into 7 with the Mackie hookup and running after the replacement test, after the replacement and then final test going into finalizing this Mackie speaker slash driver replacement, which is in there now. And a couple other points: make sure you vacuum and clean in there just in case any dust or whatever might have got in there over the time period while in there. What else? Yeah, make sure, see, as you can see, there's a way where roaches or dust and particles could get up in there. You'd be surprised what I found in there. Balloons, pop balloons, of course, from doing parties. The balloons somehow got up in there. So yeah, clean that out. Clean whatever you have in there that could have gotten in the sub, so you got a good, tight, clean sub sound. All right. Okay, we're back here. Part 5, 6, 7, something like that. But anyway, oh, sorry about that. Let me turn this down. Final of speaker replacement for the Mackie active subwoofer, Mackie SWA 1501. Check it out. So yes. All right, here we are. Final part 6, I think 7. Anyway, final speaker replacement for the Mackie SWA 1501. Final replacement over here. Things to check over. Here we got the Mackie, the back, plug it in, get this volume going. Boom, speaker on, in the right place. Got your board here, in there. So yep, it's working. New speaker, replacement speaker in there. Turn up the low so you can kind of hear that sub over there. My audio sub out here on my mixer. With the main out, the sub out. So let's turn this off, or turn it soft, so we can just hear the sub in itself. And as you can hear it, it's bumping. We got a signal there. You see that signal? We got it pushing pretty heavy. And make sure that's set at, normal. It'll sound a little rumbly depending what kind of song you have. But yep, new speaker in there. Bumping. Nothing rattling. Double check, make sure we screwed everything in tight. Cleaned it, vacuumed whatever we had. It is pushing a lot on that low right there. But at least we know it's working. That's all. Signing out. With your speaker slash driver replacement for the Mackie SWA 1501. Aloha. Back in business.